Alrighty, here in the country I was born in, we use a 14 American wire gauge on 15 amps, 12 American wire gauge on 20 amps. Black is live, the white is neutral, the bare or the green is the ground. Red and blue are also live colors. However, you may find white live in a switch loop or a 240 volt circuit where the appliance does not require a neutral. So we're going to take these outlets off of a 15 amp circuit and we're going to put them on a 20 amp circuit. Alrighty. This is 14 on a 15 amp circuit. So we're going to just take this apart here. We'll just unwire all these here. I like my DeWalt tools, they are good. Now this is how they were wired the first time. I'm going to show you another way to wire them without having to use wire nuts. Between the two outlets. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a short piece of number 12. We'll pull our wires out of the jacket here. Okay, so we'll take and we'll put our black wire around the brass screws. So we'll strip with our number 12 hole. We'll make our loop the direction our screw turns. Black goes on the brass colored screw. We'll close our loop the direction our screw turns. Black goes on the brass screw, the narrow slot. The white wire goes on the silver screw, the wide slot. And the bare green wire goes on the green screw, which is the U-shaped hole. That's how we polarize our outlets. Okay, I'll make a loop like that. Okay, I made it a little bit too big, so I'll open this back up. I'll just cut it a little shorter here. Make my loop a little bigger. There we go. Make sure it's nice and tight like that. And now we'll make our we'll score here, and we'll score here for okay. You strip the hole with the wire with the hole that matches the wire size, so you don't make a weak spot in the wire. I'm just grabbing the insulation out of the copper. Strippers are just little dolls, so. I'm just grabbing the insulation. There it is. Okay, now we can, okay, I'm going to have to pull this insulation down a little bit. So I made that a little bit too big, so I'll show you how to slide your insulation down a little bit to make your holes, your loops smaller. And I made it too small, so I have to go back just a little bit like that. So now we have it where we want it, so we'll make our loop so that our insulation is even across the bottom here. Okay, so I'll make this one so our insulation is even on the bottom here, like that. About right there will be good. Okay, so now we can put our white on the silver colored screw here. Make sure it's nice and tight, like that. That's the most copper you want to have down below. The insulation comes up to the plastic, so you don't want the insulation down any further than that. I'll get our black on the brass colored screws here. Yeah, I'll adjust that so the insulation is in the middle here. Make sure it's nice and tight. Right there. So we have our tails almost ready to hook up. Now we got to get our grounds ready to go here. Put our ground wire around the green screw here. Here's our first ground wire. Looking over here, we'll get our second one. Yeah, squeeze them together a little better here. Like that. Okay. So we got them ready to go here. So I'm going to pause the camera. I'll poke my wire through on the other side here. Okay, so we poked our wire through from the other side here. We'll rip her out her jacket. I'll just score down here lightly to make it easier. Strip all our jacket out here. Get all our paper out. There we go. Okay, so we'll put our outlets in like this. Bring our wires back over this way. Alright. So I'll cut them about right here. And I'll strip my tails here. Stripping the same length. Okay, we'll get our wires lined up even. We got our copper even at the bottom and our insulation even at the top. We'll take our wire nut and we'll twist them. Since this is under a shelf, that saves a little bending over and working hunched over and hurting your back. So I'll just twist and tighten our wire nut up. Here's our white. Here's our black wires. Okay, we'll get them even. See, one's a little longer than the other, so I'll clip it so it's even. We'll take our wire nut, put it on, make sure it grabs both of them. Okay, see how I got a nice even twist below both of those wire nuts? That's what I want. And now we can put our ground wires together. So I'm going to keep it down here on the bottom. I'll twist these just to make it a little easier because they're okay, so I'll get them twisted so that they're even on the end there. See how they're nice and even on the end? I'm getting a nice even twist like that there. Take my red wire nut. Here in the country I was born in, we use wire nuts to connect our wires together. Okay, so now we can fold this into our box. I'll just fold these wires back like this. Our live and our neutral back out of the way like this. Put the ground wire down on the bottom here. I'll fold this into the box. I'll keep it going across the bottom. Keeping it off the bottom. And put our outlets in like this. Keeping it down at the bottom. Now we can screw them back into our box. Gotta make sure my ground wire stays down at the bottom here. And I'll tighten this up by hand here so we don't strip our holes out. them centered on the box. Just make sure our ground butter is down at the bottom here. Okay, now we'll go over on the other side and staple it up and hook into our junction box. We'll stick our cover back on here. So I'll bring our wire over, staple to the side of our stud here. Okay, so I'm going to come into this up here. So I'll bring our wire nuts out. We do have to unstaple a staple here because we're up too high with it. You just use a pair of side cutters. You just go under the staple like that and just pull it out like that. Really good set time so you don't damage the wire. Bend it up. Pull it out like that. We'll staple this down here on the bottom. I'll bring our other wire up and hooking in. And we'll go into the top here. So we'll get our wire untwisted here. So it's all nice and flat. Yeah. We'll get our wires into our box here. Clip this end off. Okay, our little tabby is open there, so we can get into it easily. Okay, we'll get our wires so it's nice and flat here. We'll get a couple more staples. We'll get one more staple down here. You got to make sure your staples are 1.25 inches away from the surface of both sides of the 2x4 so that the sheetrock screws and nails don't hit the wires. So now we're ready to wire our junction box. I'll bring the camera up closer so you can see it better. Clean all your debris out. Okay, so we'll hook our ground wires up first. Clip it so it's even with the shortest one. And now we can push it back into our box. Okay, we'll get our white wires hooked up and our black hooked up. strip of that number 12 hole. Okay, we'll get our insulation even at the bottom here like this. And we'll just twist it in so it goes in nice and even like this. Oh wow, nice and even. That came out perfect. We don't even have to clip that one. I'll put our wire nut on. Make sure insulation goes up into the bottom of the wire nut. Make sure it's nice and tight. Okay, we're going to push it back into our box, get our wire nuts out of the way. Now we'll get our black one hooked up here. Okay, get the insulation even at the bottom there. I'll twist our copper in so it goes in nice and even. Okay, there's just a little smidgen we're going to cut off here to make it even. Make sure our insulation's even at the bottom and our copper's even at the top, and our insulation goes into the bottom of the wire nut. Okay, now we can fold our wires back into our box. Okay, everything all fits in our box nice and neat. No stress on anything. We'll go grab our cover and put it on. Now, the way I like to check and make sure nothing is pinched, I'll take the side of the cover, just run across the top of the box, make sure this, when I put this on, nothing is stressed. And I'll make sure our cover screws aren't going to hit anything. I'm going to clip this one a little bit because it's going to hit the top of that Romex connector there, so I'll shorten our one of them here. This middle one's not going to hit anything. Okay, this screw is kind of long, so I'm going to run down and clip it a little bit, and so I don't hit that Romex connector. Alrighty, so that is how we do wiring here in the country I was born in. Peace. Thanks for watching.